It's just you.
Oh, it's just me. Oh,
It's
let me-
you.
Can
We
I
wanted to.
stand?
Yes. We want to. Yes. We want to. It's all. The floor is yours.
Thank you, everybody. I've got to tell you, bienvenidos a todos. This is probably the best day in Olympia for me is when I see all the community come out. Because, years ago, the message up here was que los Latinos no le importan, that they don't care about what's happening. And now, look at you guys. You continue to come even under the worst of circumstances. Bad weather, ice, threats, you still show up. Porque yo sé algo. I know that for you guys, the dreams that your parents had for you and the dreams that you have for your children is real. And I know that because my parents' dreams for me were real. And if I keep telling our young people, if I can make it here, anybody can make it here. My mom scrubbed floors for a living. She worked hard hours trying to provide for us. Y me decía, si tú no quieres que un día tus manos se vean así, tienes que estudiar. That was her advice to me. She didn't know how to get me through a FAFSA, to apply for SAT, to apply for college, but she knew that by example, she could show me that the hard work is how she loves me. And that made a difference for me. It made me realize that the humanity that we are forgetting today is so wrong. That when we look at people based on the color of their skin, or the job that they do, or the language that they speak, and we profile them, we have gotten off the track. That is not the America that I signed up for. The America that I signed up for values each and every person with the dignity and the humanity that they bring to this. And so with that focus, I am proud to say that I am the chair of the Latino Democratic Caucus. When I got here, era la única Latina here. We now have 9 Latinos up here in the Democratic Caucus fighting. And our focus is to fight on all these issues that are important to you. So what does that mean? That I'm fighting to make sure that the detention center has to report every single critical incident that happens in that center. So that we know, transparency, we need to know. Some of you may know that I've been working on the detention center legislation for about 10 years, continuing to attack them to make sure that they realize that we have eyes on them. We may not have the power because we're not a federal government to shut them down, but we can sure fight for accountability and to make sure that they know that every voice in there that cries out, we know it, and we will amplify it. Community, we don't forget our people. We don't forget our people if you make them work overtime and leave them in the fields. We don't forget them if you lock them up. We don't forget them if they drop out of school. We keep fighting for our community and our people until justice for all is reached. And that is why you're here today, to make sure that you hold us accountable, the system accountable, and that you claim what is yours. This place, the Olympia, that State House is yours as much as it belongs to anyone else. And we need to make sure that we claim it every single day.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Let me briefly tell you about a couple other bills that we're working on. You know, we have the masking bill. We don't want people walking around with masks that think they can pick us up and throw us away without any transparency or accountability. And we will pass that bill this year. We have an Immigration Workers Protection Act that I am sponsoring with the Attorney General, that when they want to do I-9 audits and go into a business and they want to sweep their workers, they just call for an I-9 audit to come in and with no notice to the people. Now they have to notify every employee 48 hours before they come in for that I-9 audit so that they know they're coming. Because we want to make sure that people can go to work without being so scared to death that they're going to come do a sweep on them. That is so inhumane and not productive for businesses either. So we're going to try to get that one passed through the line this year as well. all the data in our state. And there's loopholes all over the place because they collaborate with so many other entities, and we got to keep fighting for that, but we're trying to tighten up every place where they can get a hold of our data. Our data is for our use, and it's for the use of our people that need it. It should not be made a weapon for the federal government. I also have a medical provider bill that we're trying to fight to make sure that L&I, when people get injured, give the appropriate services. That if their doctor can't see you in 10 days, that you can go to any other doctor. That we can make sure that our injured workers are taken care of, because that is important. I'm fighting for workers' rights, all workers' rights. We have a domestic workers bill that is for all our domestic workers out there, our maids, our housekeepers, those that are cleaning our offices, our floors, our houses, that they have protection under the law against harassment, against being not paid, against working hours that are inhumane, against no rest breaks. We want to get that passed this year as well. You know, we hear a lot about, when I was introducing the Immigrant Protection Act bill, I heard from colleagues on the other side that said, what abuses? We don't see any abuses. You know, there are some that want to stay blind to what is happening around them. There are some that don't want to hear the cries of our people. And there are some that have closed out their hearts because they don't want to act humanely. And we will challenge them. With the help of all of you, we will continue to challenge them, because we will continue to show those voices and those videos and those people's faces. So what I will tell you is that we have probably about 9 immigration bills that have been dropped this year, looking at all sorts of things that we can tighten up. Luckily, our Keep Washington working law has given us some protections other states have not had. Not all the protection we want, for sure. But at least it gives us something to push back. At least it makes some of the agencies stop collaborating, and we will keep fighting for that. But we also know that we've got to stay on this, and we've got to keep tightening it up. But we need your voices. We need people to continue to hear the stories. We need you to continue to show up. So con todo mi corazón, mil gracias. You are the example to your kids, you are the example to your parents, and you are the example to our future generations. Mil gracias.
We want to give an opportunity, we have a few minutes, for anyone in the audience to ask Representative Ortiz a question. I do have a question. I think as you're working with other legislators that vote against a lot of our policies that you're seeing, what are you exactly seeing on the floor on any bills that support our communities? And we'd like to hear a realistic picture.
Yeah, it's really sad, because what we're hearing from the other side is what we're hearing from the federal government. You know, the rhetoric is that we're all here, that every immigrant is here illegally, that we are causing crime, that abuses aren't happening, that this is normal, that this is what happens every year, that people get deported because you're here illegally. Really devaluing of human life, and that is the message we continue to hear. And we make no mistake, porque yo soy Latina, hold me accountable. If I am not voting the way you want, if I'm not standing up for your rights, hold me accountable. Because we have 2 Latinos on the other side that are voting totally against all of this. And they need to be held accountable. It is time that we realize that we either listen to the voices of our Latino community or we get out of the way.
Representative Ortiz, more than thanks. I'm very thankful for all the work you've done, and you continue in advocacy, and I know you're a fighter. But I wondered if, we talk always about the other side, but I wondered if this is a time to think about, we lose in democracy. Doesn't matter what side you are at. You can be Republican, you can be Democrat, but we lose in democracy. And what is coming is a dictatorship. That's the new regime that we hear. We're being totally dismantled to our own history. So my question is, what can we do to bring that awareness that doesn't matter where you what the party you belong to, you are looking at a whole different system, a totally different regime, where all your rights are being taken away, where you don't have a way to speak, where you don't have, I just see legislators paralyzed. I don't see you that way. But I see many legislators who don't know how to react, don't know what to do. So I wonder, what can we do? How can we support you, support the rest?
So please understand this. We can't impact federal law in the state. So I think there's a lot of people that want state legislators to change those laws. We can protect Washington state, and that's what we're trying to do. So Washington state has laws so different than Georgia, Florida, some of those southern states. I don't even know how they're living there. We're trying to protect. We're trying to fill in when food gets taken away, when housing gets taken away, when our behavioral health services. We're trying to find the money to fill in what they're taking away, but we can only do so much. But we know that the only thing we have is all of our voices together. Every time there's a protest in the street, every time people show up, every time the voices get louder and louder, they hear it. And that brings about change. Let me give you a really good example. So you know, or you may not know, in the federal government, they're trying to pass the budget. And in the budget, they want to give the Department of ICE, they want to give ICE enforcement $75 billion to keep doing the work that they're doing. $75 billion when people are going hungry and losing jobs and losing homes. And so the Democratic Party has stood up against them, but they're not enough. They need some Republicans to pass it. But you know what? People have been yelling and screaming so much that what is happening is inhumane, and people of all colors saying, this is happening in Minneapolis, it's wrong, this is happening in my community, it's wrong. And as they take to the streets and they keep getting louder, 4 Republicans switched and voted no on that DSHS bill. That is what we have to keep going. We've got to put the pressure on where we let them know, all of them, I don't care if it's Democrats or Republicans, we've got to let them know, we're not standing for this. You're not taking our rights away. We do have the freedom to speak. We do have the freedom to videotape when things happen in our streets. We have the freedoms that you're trying to take away from us, and we're not going to stand for it. And it's going to take a collective voice. This is a time where we can't say, will state government fix it? Will county government fix it? We're doing everything we can to protect our Washingtonians. But the issue is much bigger, just as she said. And the issue is our democracy is being attacked bit by bit through the media, through getting rid of people in positions with knowledge, by attacking our higher education so there's nobody speaking the truth, by taking away our researchers so nobody knows how to take care of measles outbreak. They are tearing it apart bit by bit and by villainizing. When you want to become a dictator, you have to have an enemy. And the enemy has been claimed. Black and brown people, especially people from other countries who don't speak the language, have become the enemy to this president. And we have to fight back. With our allies, we have to continue to fight back, because it is only by putting pressure on the other side as well that we can say, look, you got to come along with us. Not on every policy, but on the ones that are humanely for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I would like everybody to please stand up and give this amazing leader, yes, a standing ovation. She deserves it. She deserves it. She's fighting for us